everyone. Here today with Ruth Liu, who represents Troop 160, a Boy Scout troop here in town. That's so awesome of you. So tell us a little bit about the troop.
Well, Troop 160 is one of 3 Boy Scout troops in Lexington. We have about, I believe, 40 to 50 boys every week. Most of them are in middle school. All of them are in middle school or high school. And you know, when people think of Boy Scouts, they often think of outdoor adventures like hiking, biking, camping, which is true. They do all of those things. But sort of the other half of scouting is being a real contribution to your community. So a lot of what we do is community service.
That's nice, that's nice. I know you have a big event coming up and we'll talk about it, but what other sort of community service do the boys do?
The boys do a lot of invasive removal around town.
Okay.
They also serve hot cocoa at the tree lighting. They do the tea burning ceremony, any kind of civic activity. Sometimes they will set up for voting. Sometimes this room here actually will be set up with voting booths, and they'll put those up and they'll take them down when the voting is done. Anything that we can do to help the community.
And do they still have like the badges and working their way to Eagle Scout? Is that still?
They do. There's 2 ways that you can advance in scouting. One is by earning merit badges, where you can study a specific topic and show your proficiency in that and earn a badge. The other way is you can advance through ranks. You can show your skill in different areas and move up that way.
And I'm assuming you have children?
I have 2. I have 2 boys. One is in 8th grade, one is in 10th grade, and they're both here in Troop 160.
Nice. So it's really nice as a parent volunteer for you to like put in this sort of effort. Like, what made you and your family like sort of head towards scouting?
Well, what appealed to us about scouting is that it's outdoors. It's not in front of a screen. But they say scouting is outing. It's getting outside and enjoying nature, learning how to care for it. The other half, like I said before, is all about serving your community. And we think that's so important. It's not all about us. A lot of life is about others, how we treat them, how we help them, and how we can build a sense of community where we work together to move towards greater goals.
So we're standing here today in this very empty room because in a few weeks you guys are doing your big fundraiser here, right?
Yes.
Okay, tell me about it.
So on Patriots Day, as most everybody knows, that we celebrate the Battle of Lexington and Concord, and there's a reenactment right outside our door here on the town green, and thousands of townspeople and tourists come to that, and it's at 5 o'clock in the morning, and by the time it's over, people are starving. So we host a pancake breakfast. Again, we're right by the green. People come in and they can they get pancakes, juice, oranges. All of our scouts are here, keeping this place immaculately clean. And that pancake breakfast is our one and only fundraiser for the year. And we use the funds from that to not just buy some of the equipment that we need, but also to make sure every scout who wants to participate in our troop can, regardless of their ability to pay. So it funds a lot of activities for scouts who otherwise wouldn't be able to.
That's nice. That's very nice. So you run this from like 5:30 to like, do you know the hours?
Yes. So we're open from 5:30 to 10, but the scouts start days before. Basically what this is we have a pop-up restaurant, and we're open from 5:30 to 10. Basically we have to open an entire restaurant, run it and shut it down at the end and clean it up. And we do everything a restaurant would. We have all the permits needed. We work with the Board of Health. The Board of Health comes in and inspects every year. So it's like a real restaurant, and it's a lot of work, and the scouts just pour their hearts into this.
Nice.
They set everything up. There's a lot of heavy equipment that they bring in. They set up all the tables. They clean everything. They'll help you if you need help getting your breakfast from the serving area to here. They'll help with that. And then they break down the restaurant at the end and put everything away. It's an enormous job. The Board of Health asks that adults do the actual cooking and serving, so the scouts don't do that, but they do absolutely everything else. And they do a fantastic job.
Nice. So what do you think is the most fun thing that the scouts do? on a yearly basis?
Oh, on a yearly
Is there something
basis?
that they look forward to? Like, is there a camping trip or anything?
They do so many different camping trips.
Oh.
They're all a blast. They go canoeing. They go biking on Cape Cod every year, and
Oh.
then camp. That's on Memorial Day weekend. They do that. They go to camp up in New Hampshire for 2 weeks every summer.
Okay.
That's usually the highlight for a lot of them. And I think probably the most fun thing is just being with the scouting community in all these different activities. They become a really tight-knit group. They're very welcoming, very accepting, and I think that's really the highlight for a lot of them.
Yeah, I was a Girl Scout for many years, and we had a fabulous canoe camping trip that, it's a lot of fun.
The Scouts also do something called High Adventures. Those only happen once every 3 years. For the first year, they can go to something called Sea Days, which is where they go down to the Florida Keys and sail around on a sailboat for an entire week. Another one is called Philmont, where they go to Philmont Scout Ranch in New Mexico, and they hike for about 100 miles over 10 days. This is in the wilderness. There are no, running water. There's no amenities. They're really, it's a real wilderness trek. And then another one that they do is they go to a place called Niaganon and Willow, Maine, and canoe down a river for a week.
Fun.
Yes,
Yeah.
those are also
A lot of
highlights.
fun trips, yeah. All right, well, thank you so much for sharing everything the Scouts do, and good luck with your pancake breakfast.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you.